Have you ever wondered about the lives of those who seem to live off the generosity of others without giving anything back? Let's pull back the curtain on this intriguing lifestyle, often referred to as freeloading. Freeloaders, a term used colloquially, describes individuals who have mastered the art of subsisting on the resources, support, or advantages provided by others, seldom reciprocating the favor. The freeloader lifestyle can take root in various contexts, from personal relationships to professional environments, and even within societal or community structures. Now you might be wondering, how does one sustain such a lifestyle? The answer lies in the unique social dynamics freeloaders navigate. At the core, freeloaders often thrive on dependency. They rely heavily on the generosity, resources, or assets of others to meet their needs. Whether it's living expenses, accommodation, or other necessities, their survival hinges on the goodwill of those around them. However, this dependency is seldom based on mutual benefit, leading to a strain in relationships. But dependency alone doesn't paint the complete picture. Freeloaders are often skilled in the craft of manipulation. They might exploit the kindness and empathy of others, using emotional tactics to secure support, without needing to give anything in return. This manipulation can go unnoticed, further enabling their lifestyle. And finally, let's not forget their networking skills. Effective freeloaders are often adept at building and moving within social or professional circles, where they can find new hosts or benefactors to support them. They are constantly on the move, always on the lookout for their next opportunity. So, what we see is a complex interplay of dependency, manipulation, and networking that freeloaders use to sustain their lifestyle. Their existence often hangs in a delicate balance, a web of relationships they spin to their advantage, always in search of their next benefactor. Thus, freeloaders typically live in a web of dependency and manipulation, always on the lookout for their next benefactor. A freeloader's lifestyle is not without its consequences. This statement rings true when we examine the impacts on relationships and the wider society. The presence of a freeloader can put a considerable strain on resources, leading to potential conflicts or resentment within families, friendships, or communities. And it's not just about the financial aspect, it's the emotional toll as well. Imagine the interpersonal dynamics when one party is perceived as exploiting the other, creating an imbalance in the give and take that relationships thrive on. Over time, this unfair dynamic can lead to social isolation for the freeloader, as bridges are burned and patience wears thin. It's a lifestyle that can be as isolating as it is dependent on others. Zooming out to a societal perspective, freeloaders make their mark here too. Different cultures and societies have varying tolerances for what they consider freeloading behavior. In some communities, extended support to family members or friends is expected, while in others, independence is highly valued. This cultural variance can shape the societal response to freeloaders, affecting how they are perceived and treated. The economic impact of the freeloader lifestyle is also significant. Those who avoid work or contributing economically can burden societal resources, such as public welfare systems, designed to support those genuinely in need. This can lead to societal strain and foster resentment towards those perceived as taking advantage of the system. But society is adaptable. Individuals or groups may develop strategies to deal with freeloaders, from setting boundaries to taking legal measures in extreme cases of exploitation. These adaptations reflect society's ongoing negotiation with the freeloader lifestyle, trying to balance empathy and support with fairness and responsibility. In conclusion, freeloading is not a solitary act. It ripples out, affecting relationships and society at large. It's an intricate dance between individuals and their social networks, between personal choices and societal norms, between support systems and the strain they can bear. The freeloader lifestyle, therefore, not only affects personal relationships, but also has wider societal implications. But what drives a person to adopt such a lifestyle? Let's delve into the psychological and sociological considerations that underpin the freeloader lifestyle. The motivations behind this way of life are diverse, extending from economic necessity to psychological factors. Some individuals might be driven by a sense of entitlement, feeling that the world owes them something. Others could be grappling with a fear of independence, preferring the comfort of reliance over the challenges of self-sufficiency. There's also a fascinating pattern in how freeloaders interact within society. They navigate through intricate social networks, forming relationships that can sustain their lifestyle. Their ability to identify and exploit opportunities within these networks is a testament to their social acumen, even if their intentions are questionable. They often shift between groups as necessary, always seeking the next source of support once the current one is exhausted. But it's not all black and white. The gap between society's perception of freeloaders and the reality of their circumstances can be substantial. On the one hand, they are often viewed negatively as exploiters, sponging off the hard work and generosity of others. Yet on the other hand, some may see them as individuals in need of help, facing challenging circumstances that have nudged them into this lifestyle. Maybe it's a job loss, a personal tragedy, or a history of neglect and abuse that has led them down this path. Perhaps some are caught in a cycle of poverty, with freeloading being the only way they know to survive. It's crucial to consider these individual stories when forming our judgments. However, this is not to excuse or condone the behavior of those who choose to freeload out of laziness or manipulation. It's about understanding that the freeloader lifestyle is not a one-size-fits-all stereotype. It's a complex tapestry woven from threads of psychological, social, and economic factors. Each freeloader has their own story, their own reasons, and their own experiences that have led them to where they are. And while it's easy to judge from the outside, understanding the complexities of their situation can lead to more compassionate and effective responses. Thus, the freeloader lifestyle is a complex interplay of psychological, social, and economic factors. In conclusion, the freeloader lifestyle is a complex and multifaceted phenomenon. It's a tapestry woven with threads of dependency, manipulation, and savvy networking. These individuals lean heavily on the generosity of others, often straining resources and relationships. They navigate through life, exploiting empathy and kindness, yet their actions can lead to social isolation as the patience of their benefactors wears thin. The societal perspectives on freeloaders vary, influenced by cultural norms and economic implications. Some societies may view such behavior with tolerance, while others see it as a drain on valuable resources. It's a lifestyle that can impact not just interpersonal relationships, but also broader societal structures. Behind this lifestyle, there's a complex interplay of motivations: economic necessity, psychological factors, and fear of independence. Society's perception of freeloaders can swing between empathy for those in need and resentment for perceived exploitation. Understanding the freeloader lifestyle requires a nuanced perspective that considers both the behaviors and the underlying causes.